Hey, what's up? It's Alysha, and it's always the intro that's so weird. What's up? It's Alysha. I am back today to cook in the kitchen. I've taken a break from like everything, cooking, social media, life, people. You know, it's definitely an interesting time. So I hope everyone is doing what they need to do to take care of you, because you are number one. Yes, you are. But yeah, so I am back in the kitchen, and I've been trying to come up with ways to kind of eat less meat, because I constitute every meal by meat. Like if there's no meat, there's no meal. Kind of want to change that mindset. I'm definitely a carnivore, like 1001. Today, I'm gonna make some jackfruit tacos. This is my first time doing anything with jackfruit. I've never tried jackfruit. I just see it all the time. So I have this weird thing with holes and stuff like that. And jackfruit consists of a lot of holes. It gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. I used to not eat strawberries because you know how they have the little holes? And then I also found out it's a thing called phobia? I have phobia. I found this recipe, of course, on Pinterest, the plant-based wok. I marinated the jackfruit earlier today, and I let it marinate for like 4 hours, but I think you could do it anywhere between like, at least 1 hour, but I would say 2 hours to 24 hours you can marinate it. Oh, also, I didn't tell Jordan that it's no meat, so let's do it! Alrighty, so first we are going to start with the marinade for the jackfruit tacos. Technically this was supposed to be tamari sauce, but I only had soy sauce. Tamari is a little bit thicker and less salty, but you know, sometimes you get in where you fit in, and that was all I had. Whoops! This was my first time using liquid smoke. I've always wanted to use it, but basically it smelled like paprika in a bottle, so very, very fragrant. Yeah, so technically it's supposed to be maple syrup, but it was like $10 for 8 ounces. And I don't use syrup that much, so I just couldn't logically get myself to buy that. So maple flavor it is. And I had to go to Trader Joe's to get this jackfruit, so it wasn't everywhere. I had to drive to 2 stores to get it. I could already see the holes, guys. I could see the holes. Give it a nice little bath, rinse it, bath it, shake it, drain it. And so I'm about to cut off the core right there, so it separates that top part easily when I do the whole pulled meatness of it. You guys, the holes. I know you see it. I know you see it. So I absolutely loved how this marinade came out. I loved the color was so rich. The flavor was super rich. You know, I just felt rich. Kidding, but thoughts become things. You know, give it a good shake and bake. That's me. And then you're gonna let it marinate, and like I said, you could do it anywhere between 2 hours and 24 hours, but I did 4, so I got a lot done during my 4 hours of marinating. I thought I'd share. I like to clean in between while I can when I make these, so that was nice. And I make a smoothie daily.
Oh, I'm recording. Were you recording?
You just
My bad.
Jordan!
My bad. I didn't know you were recording.
Womp womp. what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted is I like to make a smoothie every day because that's how I make sure that I get my fruits and veggie intake. I know that's horrible. Not saying that I don't eat them any other time, but this ensures that I get my servings in. Also, when I use dates for smoothies, I don't know about you guys, but I gotta shake that mess up because it just gets them particles at the bottom, and that consistency is kind of weird. You guys, I was trying to do wipe. I really tried. It wasn't happening. I had to give up. So I just washed my hair, which if anyone knows me, that is an event. That takes a long time. I was proud of myself. I even had time to transfer the footage from the video that I took to earlier. Jordan and I went on a walk, and I shot the intro from earlier. I was happy. I prepped this mango salsa, which was really helpful, but I'm not gonna lie, this was the laziest mango salsa I ever made. You're supposed to cut it thin. Thin is better. My dad would be angry at me for cutting it so thick. And that was store-bought mango. I mean, like, pre-cut. You know, it's hard finding mango sometimes. Now, back to the actual recipe. I always use red onion just because that's my preference, but use whatever you want. I used half a large onion, but you could use one full small onion. I decided I wanted to slice it this way just because I usually like it this way in tacos. It gives me like that whole fajita onion vibe. And the recipe called for 2 cloves of garlic, but I mean, who actually only uses 2 cloves of garlic? This is my vintage stove. It's not old, it's vintage, y'all. It is vintage. I like to put my onions in before my garlic because garlic tends to burn fairly fast. So these chipotle peppers can be super tricky. I don't know, just make sure you cut them finely because they have a strong flavor. And they're basically just big peppers that you cut, but the flavor is really good. Just cut them finely. I've used it before and I didn't cut it as finely, and I don't know, it was just too overpowering, the flavor. So you're gonna add in the main event, y'all. Here's that jackfruit looking like chunks of chicken. I see you. I see you. So I was actually pretty shocked. I thought that it looks good, looks thick. Gonna get that orange juice in there. Kidding, y'all. I didn't use fresh orange juice, but you know, it looks nice. And with this vegetable broth, it's literally just the amount used is just to cover it, like not completely cover it, but to cover all of the pieces, you know? You see what I'm saying? Like that. Like it needs to touch all of the pieces, but just not completely cover it. And then you mix it on up. Ew, see the holes? I see them staring at me. You guys, this is what I look like when I cook. This is really what I look like. I don't want my hair to smell when I wash it. So that's the truth. That's me, y'all. That's me. Yep. I use a pan to cover because I don't have a matching one. It's a great idea, you guys. You should really try that. That's a tip for you. Use a pan. So I started to try and do the pulled pork. You could either use forks or a potato musher, but I don't have a potato masher. And this was definitely taking some time. Then I thought about it, why don't I mash it with my forks? And that worked so well. So just mash it with anything, honestly, it doesn't matter. Mash it. And that is what the consistency of it looks like. And I think that looks really awesome, honestly. And let it simmer for another 15 minutes. Usually I would do soft shell tacos, but I figured, you know, I'm having veggies tacos, so, you know, I could fry it up. And funny thing is, I ran out of my canola oil, so I made these with olive oil, and they worked out pretty well. sizzling. And this is optional, but I really don't think it's optional. I think you should 100% do this. It needs to be crispy, so go on ahead and set that oven to broil. It's not old, y'all. It's vintage. Vintage. And there you guys have it. Jackfruit tacos with some mango salsa. No meat necessary. Enjoy. Recording. I'm done, and we've got these tacos. Want to pray first?
Yeah, sure. God, thank you so much for this food that you blessed us to have. Lord, thank you so much. In Jesus' name, pray.
Amen. All right.
Good. I like it.
You?
Mm.
Oh yeah, I should have told you to put lime on it. The mango salsa was kind of what's the word? Some are ready and some weren't. What kind of meat do you think it is?
Chicken or chorizo? What is it? Fake meat?
Jackfruit.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can make like sloppy joes. The texture is actually pretty nice, so I'm happy with that. The look actually looks like carnitas, so I'm happy about that. Is it Jordan approved?
Good.
Okay.
Go watch my movie.
Dun, dun, dun. Guys, this is actually pretty good. And with the mango on top, with the fruit, it's just like a fruit salad and a taco, you know? I definitely wanted to make a crispy shell because I wasn't sure what the texture was going to be like for the jackfruit. So overall, I would say it was a success. It's actually really good. I'm really happy. The flavor is perfect. I don't know if I believe jackfruit would be good any other way besides this way, but this is really, really good, so I'm really happy. Jordan had some and he totally couldn't tell, so I think that that's a win. Guys, so hungry. These tacos are bomb. Bomb. Yeah, this was really great. Honestly, I was really nervous with how jackfruit looks, tastes, what it would be like with this, and I'm happy to say that I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm not just saying that just to be nice. It's really good. Really shocking that it tastes like meat. So until next time, I will see you next time. I'm so glad I made these crispy shells.